Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, taking a look at the Oris TT1 Day Date. Now, before I start this review, I just want to remind you that we're here at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, taking a look at these watches, and I'll be leaving a link in the description if you would be interested in purchasing these. And I'd also like to remind you that we will be leaving a link in the description to our channel store where we have listed some of our favorite watches and watch-related accessories, so definitely check that out. We do want to earn a commission from that, and it does support the channel, so I'd be very grateful if you made some purchases on there. So now let's start the rest of this review. So as I said, this is the Oris TT1 Day Date. Now this watch was inspired by the Williams Formula One team, which Oris sponsors, and it has a lot of kind of motorsport reminiscent aspects of it. But what it really reminds me of is the new IWC Ingenieur watch, and that's why I say that this is kind of an affordable alternative to that watch. Particularly the case shape, as well as the fact that this has an integrated bracelet, really does remind me of that piece. But I think that, again, the overall design aspects of this watch are very nice, especially given the price point. So for the rubber strap version, which I have in my left hand, this watch is available for $1,400, and on the bracelet, it is $1,600. And the finishing quality of both the clasp on the rubber strap as well as the bracelet is superior. I mean, it's pretty much superior to anything in this price point. The overall construction quality is fantastic. You even have perlage on the inside, which is reminiscent, actually, of an IWC deployant clasp, to be honest with you. They share similar design aspects there. But the overall, again, the quality is fantastic. It's far better than any Grand Seiko or anything like that, or regular Seiko for that matter, with regards to their bracelet. So now I'll move into the movement of this watch, and that is one of the less impressive aspects of this piece. So it is a Oris caliber 735, which is based on the Sellita SW200, and I mean, I say it's unimpressive really for for three reasons. Number one, it isn't in-house, which isn't really to be expected at this price point anyways, but number two, the finishing is pretty utilitarian, and finally, number three, the power reserve is only 38 hours, which is kind of pitiful, to be honest. Again, I expect all watches, it is 2018, to have a power reserve in excess of 48 hours. I think that is a great benchmark to be at, and so I recommend to all watchmakers that they would make that the power reserve. So now I'll move on to a wrist shot of this watch. And the 42 millimeter diameter would look good on pretty much anyone's wrist. It might look slightly large on some people's wrists, but I think it looks fine. I mean, given how sporty the watch looks, we can excuse the size being larger than 40 millimeters, I think. One thing that I have not mentioned that I really do love about this watch is the second hand. So it actually tapers off to kind of become thinner towards its extremity, and that makes it very easy to read the seconds, especially given the very thin graduations on the ring around the dial. So I think that I really like that second hand. I also love the color that they chose, that blue color. It kind of matches my sweater, as you can see, but again, I really like that. So if you like this video, please remember to subscribe and share, and also check out our other videos where we review watches at pretty much all price points. A few weeks ago, we reviewed a $500,000 Breguet, and we review things as inexpensive as $50. So kind of check out all of our videos. We have, at this point, about, I think, 300. So we've reviewed many, many watches, so definitely check those out. Thanks for watching.